Hello, everyone. So I will be talking about the beginning of our unit plan, which is first grade. Um, our standard is families and individuals have rights and responsibilities, really diving deep into that family, the roles of different family members, and our unit plan title is Family Member Mayhem. So for day one, the students will listen to a children's book, talking about what a family is and different relationships that a girl has with her family members. And then we will use that to discuss what each of our families look like, and the students will be able to identify each member of their family, immediate family, after reading the book. Day two, the students will create a family tree. So they will talk about that together as a class. They will watch a video on what family tree is and what it looks like. And then we will complete a pretend family tree together as a class so that they have some practice before sending it home for them to complete with their families. Day three, the students will be able to create an artwork image showcasing the roles of each member of their family. So we'll talk about some typical roles, some unique roles that some members might have, and then they will create their own image of what their family members' roles are. Day four, the students will compare and contrast roles of typical United States family members with those of other countries. So we will talk about what we discussed yesterday about typical roles in the United States, and then we'll talk about different roles in the world. And then we will complete a graphic organizer together comparing these roles in the United States and other countries, specifically three similarities and three differences.
All right, this is day 5 of our unit plan. So for this day, we would focus on the students getting to interview one of the elders in their family and finding out what their heritage is, and also asking them questions such as, what was your role in your family growing up? Or what is your role now in your family? To go back to the original plan and the original culmination of the unit over what different family members have to do in each family. And there would be an assessment at the end where they would be able to fill out the question worksheet. For day 6, we would want them to use their interview questions to make a book about this family member. We could integrate technology and art into this way by having them bring in pictures of their family. They could also draw pictures or they could make their book online if they wanted to through like Google Notes or something like that. I would need to have paper to pass out. I would want a lot of art supplies and craft supplies for this. And I would need the students to bring a picture as well. For this one, their assessment would just be a think, pair, share. Students will be given time at the beginning of class to go around and share one of the answers from their interview with a partner. And I would walk around and observe this. For day step 7, students will demonstrate their ability to write types of poetry by completing a poem to be read in front of their class. And this would be going in the first page of their family book. They could use ones such as rhyming poems, limericks, haikus, shape, and acrostic, which would all be introduced at the beginning of this lesson. And this would integrate ELA. For day 8, students will present their final book to the class. And yeah, this would just be super good because it would demonstrate leadership skills and time management skills. And just being able to get up and present is a really good skill for children to know as well. I would need to have a grading rubric in the back that covers spelling and English standards, poem quality, presentation skills, and creativity that will be assessed. For the primary resources, we thought that the two that could be used would be the interview, especially if it was conducted within a recording or an audio message. That way that we had their exact words, but also it could be written. The second primary source would be a picture that could be brought in. I also think it'd be really good if the picture included the student as well. So the 5 great teaching strategies are teaching concepts, teaching with inquiry, teaching skills, asking good questions, and cooperating learning groups. And we kind of explained these already a little, but just integrating throughout the lesson the core topic and the standard would be really good. Having them ask good questions to the person they're interviewing would show inquiry. The main teaching skills with these lessons are creativity, time management, and leadership, as I've said. For asking good questions, I would want to make sure that I pose good questions for them throughout the lesson, but also I would want to make sure they're asking good questions to the person they're interviewing. For their cooperative learning groups after the Think, Pair, Share, I would use that as an opportunity to implement cooperative learning groups to also go back and forth interviewing different students. For our cross-cultural connections, it's art and ELA. So for art, the students are creating a visual aid to help them understand the different roles of their family members. And then for English language arts on day 7, when the students do their poetry for their books, this will be an integration of ELA.
For the accommodations, for the family tree assignment, the students that speak Spanish or another language will be able to speak with their families in their native language to complete the assignment. And they also can write the titles of the people, so grandparent, parent, sibling, whatever it is, in their native language, if that is easier for them. And then students that have ADHD, dyslexia, anything like that, are able to listen to the information provided online rather than having to read to themselves. The children's book we used, I highlighted in slide 1. It's Me and My Family Tree. It talks about a young girl and her family members, their roles, and this connects perfectly because it talks about a family, and helps us to get the ball rolling on the basic idea of the unit. Doing social studies, the students are creating a family tree with their families, and this will help them to understand better of what a family is. And then they also will conduct a basic interview where they ask one of their grandparents or an older relative about perspectives of their family. And then technology resources, we have a YouTube video for what a family tree is and describing how that works. This gets the students really engaged. And then we also have a website that's really cool. It lets you explore the different members of a family and their roles, typically, and then also has videos, activities for students to do regarding families. That is everything. Thank you.